Hello, everyone. I'm John Davis, Community Relations Director with the Oxford Park Commission. We've got a special video to show you today. To my right is a new intern, Mary Grace Kirkpatrick. How are you doing, Mary Grace?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing well. So we're going to ask her a few things. She is a junior, I should say rising junior. She's part of the Integrated Marketing Communications major, right? Mm-hmm. Mild journalism. That's where I was at journalism school at Farley. She's in here learning to do marketing and graphic design, all the different things that we work on here. But we're going to talk about what she does as well at Ole Miss. She is a member of the Ole Miss cheerleading team. So we'll start there. How long you been cheerleading, hon?
I started tumbling when I was, in 2014. I had no intentions of cheering. I just wanted to tumble. And then in 2017, I started cheering in middle school. And so I did school cheer from all the way from 2017 till now. And then I started doing all-star cheer in about 2019.
All right, let me go back to the tumbling part. 10 years ago, you wanted to tumble, and you suddenly go, like, I want to go down the hall, or just the whole...
Yeah, so basically tumbling is like all the flips in cheer.
All the flips. You want to go down in a row, down your hall at your house, right?
Yes, because my parents will tell you that.
Did you have a big wide house?
Upside down. Like, I was always
she
upside
grew up
down.
upside down.
I was always doing like handstands and stuff and cartwheels around the house. And like when I played soccer, I was a goalie and I was doing cartwheels and handstands in the goal.
So gymnastics has really always kind of been deep inside you.
Yes, but not necessarily gymnastics because that has like the bars and the beam. But
gymnastics, cheerleading, movement of, like you said, growing upside down.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So do you feel like it's kind of not just a skill, but like inside you, like naturally?
Yes.
Do you feel like people that do cheer have to have it inside you naturally, like these abilities?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I think it takes a lot of people longer to learn things than others. But, I mean, you can get as good as you want at it with practice. So.
Okay. So what brought you to Ole Miss? She's from Austin, Texas. I didn't say that in the intro. We said it now. What brought you here?
My mom and my dad both came here, and my dad, or like my uncle, my aunt, so my dad's brother, my mom's sister came here. So I kind of grew up an Ole Miss Rebel, and
Dad is from Brandon, right?
Yes,
yeah,
and then
Dad's from Brandon.
My dad's whole family's from Mississippi, so I've had long Mississippi roots.
We love Texans, though. First thing I told MG when I met her, she told me she was from Austin, Texas, and then within 2 or 3 minutes, I said, "Yeah, you're a Texan." Texans just have something different. We've had a lot of interns come from Texas, Dallas, Houston. Been great here at the OPC, and there's just something about Texans. They do not fear a thing. I love it. So they've got a lot of swagger. So she's got that great Mississippi yes sir, no sir manners going for her with that swagger. It's like the perfect combination.
Thank you.
All right, so what else? Let's see. How have you enjoyed your college experience?
I've loved it. I had like high expectations for when I came here, and I would have to say that Ole Miss has exceeded those expectations. Like, I'm really glad that I chose this school and came here.
Okay.
So.
Well, we're glad that you're here. I guess what have you thought about IMC and the different things the extracurriculars of Ole Miss, the Oxford, that kind of stuff?
There's a lot that like the school offers and then also that Oxford offers. Like within IMC, like all of the IMC Connect events is awesome because there's a bunch of different
I sponsored one of the tables, yeah.
Yeah, so there's like a bunch of different like ones that you can go to in the different fields that you're interested in. And then there's always something going on. I always see in my emails that there's different events that you can go to. All
right, so one of the reasons she is here to gain marketing experience, she is a rising junior. She could potentially be with us for 2 years. Kind of talk about what you told me about why you want to come over. You want to work with some sports organizations.
Mm-hmm. I've always been interested in sports and stuff. And once cheer is done, I don't really want to like steer away from sports.
Well, you've made it your life.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a passion.
And I also have been a part of SEC Nation and Marty and McGee whenever they came here. And like that was so cool, and like I loved being a part of that, and I thought that was.
And one of the things that we've worked on is the critical thinking, coming up with a script. If you were with Marty and McGee, what did they do? They always had, in between those sessions, you saw the producers coming up and going back over what they had planned out.
Yes.
When game day was here in 2014 for the first time, I was working for the Eagle at the time, and they gave us a behind the scenes with Kirk Herbstreit and all those guys, and you could tell how scripted it was. I mean, they didn't just show up and do it; they'd been living it the whole week.
Yes.
And that's the thing; you're going to do more behind the scenes work for that 5, 10, 20-minute segment. But at the same time, if you don't do all that, it's going to be a dud.
Yeah.
Just like you're spending all that time in practice to make sure you get that one thing right in front of all those fans. But if you didn't, it's a dud.
Yeah.
That would be bad. All right. Last thing. What are your impressions of the OPC so far? I mean, enjoying it?
Yes, I love it. There's so much that y'all have to offer to the community. Every sport you could ever imagine is here. And there's so many events going on, and the facilities are great, so nice to use, and they're open to everyone. And so I think it's a great place.
And she's already started working on graphic design. You created the fishing, and you also did Russell Morman's tennis most recently. So if you're seeing that on social media, she's the one that did it. All right, well, we're going to cut this, kind of wrap it up kind of thing. Anything else you want to say?
No, sir.
Oh, you got the opportunity? All right, she's MG. You're going to see her for a couple years potentially. And those that are taking part in cheerleading, she's going to be helping out, volunteering some hours with your cheerleaders. So you're going to be learning from the best. We'll see y'all. Take care.